This is Jonathan Agger of FIFA Pro Boxing Fans, joined by Joshua Buatsi. Josh, big day of interviews today. Obviously, you signed with Boxer and Sky Sports. First of all, can you just tell us why this move made sense for you at this time of your career?
Firstly, thanks for waiting, man. I know it's been a long queue, but I appreciate you waiting. Why this move makes sense, I think it's pretty obvious. You want the most exposure when you're fighting. So I'll ask a lot of people, and they've all given the same answers. And I'm going to ask you, who would you say has the biggest platform?
Sky.
Okay, so it's quite self-explanatory why I want to be on here with the biggest exposure to when I'm fighting. So that was the main drive. Of course, the promoter Boxer Ben, doing things differently, as I would say. Very passionate about the sport, has loads of energy running about. So yeah, I think this is the right place to be.
You made several references in the press conference to fighting on an app compared to the Sky machine and things like that. Obviously, I believe you're referring to when you were with DAZN and things like that. So is there did you leave on good terms with Eddie and DAZN or not?
Did I leave on good terms? I left when the terms of the contract had ended. That's the terms I left on. So whether it's good, bad, whatever it is, I just left when the terms were over. So again, I'm looking more as to this side of a new page of the career. So that's kind of what I'm concentrating on. But yeah, I left when the terms on the contract were over.
Obviously, Eddie spoke to a number of reporters last week about your situation, and he said that he offered you a fight against Dmitry Bivol, and he named the price that he offered you. What can you say to that? Is that true? And if that was turned down, what was the reason behind that?
How much was it for?
He said it was in excess of $1 million.
Say that again?
You said it was in excess of £1 million.
That's a lot of money, right? So again, I say to people, and I'll say this to you, was it offered point blank, fight for $1 million, yes or no? And then I said no. That's not what happened, no. It's fight for $1 million, yes or no? Oh, if you say yes, these are the things that come with it. The things that came with it would not have favoured myself, so I said no. It's very simple. I mean, coming out and giving a narrative as, yep, you turned down $1 million for a fight, it all sounds very bizarre from my point of view when you're reading about me, but it's like, hang on, let's go a step further. What were the caveats? What were the additional points that came with it? And that's what people need to ask.
I mean, some people would say, and I believe Sam Jones tweeted about the fact that you could have won the world title on an app, as you say. So just explain to us what made the ultimate decision in your head to sign with Sky. Was it just assurances?
You're right. You could have won the world title on an app, but I'm also heavily concerned about who's watching when I'm fighting. I had a hard fight with Spider. Harder fight than I thought it would be. Thank God I prepared hard, yeah. But when I got in there and we did the 12, I said, that was a hard scrap. Then I thought, how many people actually watched it? Those that were there, great. The few that have the app, great. But I thought, nah, if this was on Sky Sports, people would be like, Buatsi, we tuned in, we watched the fight, but that wasn't what it was. A lot of people seem to have watched it, but I know that had it have been on another platform, a lot more people would have seen it.
We know that you were at ringside or working for BT for the anti-Yarde Arte Beterbiev fight. That got people thinking, is Joshua Buatsi signing with Frank Warren? Obviously, I'm sure you would have seen Frank's comments where he said that he was a bit surprised that you didn't sign with him. Did talks ever happen? And do you believe that Yarde fights can still happen even though you're not with Frank?
Yeah, I believe that fight is always a possibility. It doesn't have to be on BT Sport. It doesn't have to be on any platform. Well, it has to be either one platform that one of the fighters on, whether it's BT for Yarde or Sky Sports for me, but it doesn't have to be on BT only, you know. So yeah, he's disappointed because it didn't end up on his platform. But listen, I'm grateful for the interest that they showed in. I just thought this was a better move for myself. That it wasn't to avoid a fight or not to make a fight happen or anything. This is just the move that I felt was better for me.
May the 6th in Birmingham. What can fans expect, and what can fans expect from Joshua Buatsi this year?
it's a win. You can expect a busy Buatsi. That's what I want to be. I want to be very, very busy this year, to get into the fights, to get back into the ring, to be back fighting, putting on shows, and like I say, to be viewed by, to be put on the biggest platform where people can see me.
You know your opponent yet or not yet?
I don't know who my opponent is. I was going to make a joke saying that I hope he sat somewhere at home just chilling, but I'm sure he'll be training. But yeah, I'm up for it, man, to have a good fight.
Josh, thanks for talking to pro boxing fans, and I'm sure we'll catch up in fight week. Appreciate it.
Appreciate that.